Hello and welcome back to the channel, my friends. It is great to be here and I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a redemption tour, hopefully as well. That's right, we're going to run some more Cubed and Dangerous here today. And like I said, redemption tour. We've fallen short on our past few runs. We're looking to change that here today. So let's pop into a new campaign. While we're popping in here, my friends, huge shout out to Ace High Arcade. Great people, awesome people to work with. If you like this game, throw this game on your wish list. The full release is coming soon. And secondly, thank you, the viewer. I really do appreciate your viewership. If you're new here, consider becoming a subscriber. Give the video a like. Let's rock and roll. So let's see what we have. Gunslinger, Brawler, Zen Master, Pyromaniac. Which one haven't I used yet? I think we used the Brawler. I don't think I've used just the basic Gunslinger. So let's go with the basic Gunslinger. Let's turn the progressive challenge on as well. I mean, this is the main reason I want to beat this, right? So if we can take this run across the finish line here, my friends, we can get another progressive challenge that will, of course, make the game more difficult. So let's see how we do here. Let's go Gunslinger. I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's do it. All right, so Act 1, let's see what we have here. So we have rare and... we have a rare weapon and rare perk. We have legendary armor right out the gate. I mean, we obviously have to take that. And then followed up by epic. I'm just kind of scouting, right? So a legendary weapon here. Obviously, this is the path to go on with 2 legendaries in the first, what, 5 met. And another legendary armor. My goodness, yeah. No question about it. We're going right here, my friends. Search and destroy. Let's go. Like, this bodes very well. So let's see if we can make use of it. The pistols are as you would expect them, but, you know, we can use them to fire simultaneously, which I think it's the proper way to use them. And we do have some advanced enemies on the board here already. We have these swarm missiles. I would say I'm a fan of the swarm missiles. I think they're pretty good. Maybe we'll stumble across the heavy ordnance again. Wouldn't that be nice? We're going to have to see here, my friends, but let's swarm missiles away. Swarm missiles engage. Let's go. So it looks like we're good to go here already. So let's secure the loot. All right, let's get on out of here. All right, looking good here, my friends. So what do we have? Getting a legendary is always exciting. So let's go. Collected loot. Let's go. What do we have? So we have the Juggernaut. This is armor. This is awesome looking armor for sure. Excited to see what it does. It's 2-star. Very, very nice. A great first piece of armor to get. So let's see. Let's start with the perk. Let's open this bad boy up. Faster projectiles, accuracy, and energy recharge. I think, let's see. Let's go with faster projectiles. That'll be fine. And then the Juggernaut, what do we have here? So plus 6 armor, 15% crit multiplier. Gain adrenaline at combo 5. Adrenaline grants more armor and focus delay. You are 3.6 times as heavy. Okay, so this will be an interesting little experiment, undoubtedly, to see kind of how weight plays into the physics of the game, right? And adrenaline at combo 5 is nice. 39% to armor. I mean, that's very good. All right, I'm loving it already. I'm loving it already here, my friends. So steel-toed boots. Looks like we got some pretty basic equipment here. Let's go ahead and sell this. We're not going back to that. Standard issue boots. I mean, I guess we could get the steel-toed boots, but we don't really need to. Let's just continue on here, my friends. So search and destroy, we get some more armor selections, which is very nice. Hopefully, maybe we get a pair of said boots, right? We'll certainly see. All right, we got the big boy here. They can definitely soak up some shots. And these little wizard guys do repair enemies on the field, which is kind of terrifying. Let's just run and gun here. Run and gun, gunslinger. Let's go. So yeah, like I was mentioning, if this game interests you, do add this game to your wish list. It does help the dev team out, of course. And, you know, the full release is coming soon. So, look forward to it. I think this game has a lot of promise. It is a lot of fun. It's action-packed if that's your style of game. You know, here on the channel, we play a variety of games, of course. And this is definitely one of the more action-packed games that we're playing here. So, if you like it, like I said, just throw this game on your wish list. And let's see what we have. I do love the loot system in this game. So, spiked heavy armor with the metallic background. And I did hear from the developer. So, if you have won a run with a piece of gear, when it shows up again, it will actually have the metallic background. So, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's another property being added to said piece of gear. It's just a piece of gear that you have completed a run with before. So that is what that means. Thank you, dev team, for clearing that up. Really do appreciate it. In fact, I appreciate the heck out of how responsive and engaged you are. And that's Ace High Arcade team. Awesome dudes. All right, so for our hat here, Archer's hat. So this is going to add crit chance. It's going to add some cash money. It's going to give us a little bit of extra cash as interest. Accuracy and crit chance. I mean, I think you got to put that on over this for sure, yeah. Let's just knock back the baseball cap. I mean, it makes sense if you're swinging a baseball bat, right? Spiked heavy armor is very, very nice, but I'm not taking off my legendary armor. Not a chance. So let's go ahead and sell that and get back on the grid here. So we have an epic perk and a set of rare weapons. And then some common weapons as well. Maybe we can get a little bit of weapon variability here. Let's see. Alright, swarm missiles away. Absolutely. These small mobs aren't going to be very good against our pistols here because, you know, they will take a shot. We don't have any piercing. So let's just be careful. I mean, frankly, I kind of attribute my last few runs where we've just fallen a little bit short. I don't necessarily think it's been due to underwhelming gear. No, it's just been... I feel like I've just been a little bit reckless. But this game definitely tests you in that... Like, once the timer starts running down, right? The escalation bar starts increasing. You definitely find yourself a little bit stressed out, right? And that's something this game does well. It certainly stresses you out. And it makes you feel unsafe. Which, if that's your kind of vibe, this is a good game for you. Now, of course, we are playing with the progressive challenges on, which essentially means we're going to get more advanced enemies to show up sooner. And more advanced enemies are, like, they're no joke, right? These are the enemies that just snuff you out without issue. All right, so we have the loot. Now we have to get out of the level, of course. So let's go right back to the place where we spawned. And as you can see, the enemies become more and more numerous. So we're not waiting around here for spike traps or anything like that. Let's use some swarm missiles. And let's get going here, my friends. Rock and roll. All right, so weights. I haven't really seen weight come into play yet, although it does seem... All right, that's unfortunate. We got stopped by the little laser door there. All right, let's go. So there is a physics system in place in this game. It's a pretty prevalent thing, actually. So I think our added weight, I think it was what, like ×4 weight? I think our added weight makes us less prone to bouncing around, right? Which can be certainly a good thing. We'll see if we can use it to our advantage here in this one. All right, so what do we have? We have an array of weapons, a shotgun, a pistol that is 2 stars, gun drones, and an epic perk. Very nice. So epic perk, what do we have? Heal +5 each level. Weapons fire faster. Plus 50% damage while under 50% health. Let's do the weapons firing faster. So shoddy +1, plus 18% damage. And then pistol with a little bit of extra pierce on it. Okay. So I actually like that. And let's throw on the shotgun as well. Swarm missiles or gun drones. What do we like? It's a good question. Let's buy a health pack, first and foremost. Steel-toed boots. Do we need those? I think we have some decent equipment coming up. Grenade launcher. Find 32% more money with the metal detector. What are we rocking? 15% max health. I think we're okay to stay with that. Let's throw on the gun drones. And let's get on the map here where I believe, yeah, we have a legendary weapon here. Always exciting. The legendary weapon. So let's go. We have to get in, get the loot, and get out here, my friends. So we are rocking the shotgun now. We'll see how that stacks up. I think it's going to handle the smaller mobs in a much more efficient fashion. However, we do see ourselves under some serious flak here. Got the gun drones doing their things, though, which is great. All right, let's get across this bridge here. More loot, you bet. And then also what I've noticed is as you progress further in this game, the levels get longer and just more intense, just packed with more and more and more enemies. This game will definitely challenge you. So let's get the gun drones out for some covery fire here. And let's get this door opened. Okay, so it's 2, 1, 3 is the combination here. Let's grab this. And let's proceed onward for our loots. Don't want to leave a legendary weapon on the field, of course. I think just survivability in general is a pretty key thing to get. And we could certainly use a weapon upgrade, right? So hopefully we're able to get something real nice. In our last run, we got the blaster beam again, one of my favorites. So I don't think I'd be, unhappy if we stumbled across that one again. We'll certainly see, but got to get out of here in one piece to secure the bag. And yeah, I mean, we are just definitely taking some hits here. The armor is being tested. In fact, it seems like every time I turn this game on, we find something new, like a new piece of gear or a new weapon or something of the like. Definitely exciting. Looking forward to seeing this game evolve and develop. And like I said, Ace High Arcade, that team there, awesome people to work with. So what do we have here, my friends? It's always an exciting day when you're uncovering a legendary. So let's see. Railgun, chain gun. We have heavy ordnance. Very nice. So I got this in my last run. It's a game-changing weapon. It's an amazing weapon. So you throw that on without question, and that actually goes in your accessory slot. So danger close. Weapons have 15% larger area, moving faster, plus 10% to all damage. Let's take that. And heavy ordnance will just easily replace our gun drones. In fact, we can sell those. We can sell the swarm missiles. Simply do not need them. Get a railgun here, though. We also have a chain gun. 27% larger clip size, shorter clip reload, charges faster. Yes. So the shotgun feels a little underwhelming. Do we maybe go with the railgun chain gun and just see kind of how that works? We can sell these. They're just basic. We can sell the hat. We have a little under 2 grand. I mean, steel-toed boots will get us some more armor. They're underwhelming, as in they're 0 stars, right? But it's an option. I think we're good. We do have some armor upgrades coming up, so let's take a look at these. So let me remind myself again. So we could take this path here. We could also just keep right, obviously, for legendary armor. So we're definitely going with this. Hopefully it's a legendary pair of boots or a legendary helmet. We'll certainly see. We're not going to know unless we try. So let's go. We have to defeat a target number of enemies to complete the mission, meaning we don't have to, return back home. But it looks like first and foremost, we have to do elite and powerful here. So let's get it done. And this is, of course, a mini boss fight. Let's check out this chain gun, though. Okay, I'm digging it. I like the effect of the rounds. But yeah, chain gun seems pretty strong. Railgun, how does that feel? I must admit, this chain gun looks like the chain gun from, as made famous by, I should say, the Doom series, right? All right, 3 ninjas. Where you at? And heavy ordnance, of course, is probably the most impactful addition to our arsenal here. Just the sheer blast radius on it, right? Okay, so these ninjas are certainly a little more intimidating. More so than I remember them being, for sure. feel like the chain gun maybe needs a little bit of pierce to be super effective. Maybe there's a way we can sort of mod it, but we get plenty of health packs there, plenty of loot. Looking good. Let's see if there's anything else available here to us. Chain gun is a pretty fun weapon to use. It's one of those weapons that you simply hold down. You get a ton of firepower on the field. You pair that up with the heavy ordnance, and we're feeling good here, my friends. We're feeling good. So let's see. What do we have for collected loot? We have the spiral laser, the tricorn, a bunch of perks as well. So let's start with the perks. Faster projectiles, larger area, and then crit chance. Let's see. So larger area is pretty nice in that it makes your projectiles larger, from what I understand. With our current kits, the chain gun, right, that's already shooting really fast. So let's go with larger area. Epic perk, 15% tougher armor, weapons pierce, +1 extra enemy. That's very nice. That'll go great with our chain gun. 10% to all damage. I tend to take that one when it pops up. All right, very nice. Tricorn. Crit multiplier, and it makes money visible on the map. Not better than the archer's hat. We have the spiral laser here. Very good damage on that. I think I'm going to try that over the railgun. And then the shop. Again, not really too much to be desired here. Let's get a health pack, though. Keep the health reserve high, and let's go into more legendary gear. You just gotta love the presence of legendaries. So here we go. Destroy 100 enemies. Collect 5 objectives. Okay, yeah. The spiral laser is kind of an explosive railgun, essentially. It's very straightforward. It does good damage, as you can see there. And let's see if we can recognize the piercing effect of the chain gun. We certainly do, and it looks like we have a vendor here. So this is actually very good. So let's let the heavy ordnance do its thing. Let's go. Boy, am I glad to see the heavy ordnance again. The chain gun takes a little bit of time to kind of get rolling, right? And then it unleashes a terrifying amount of firepower. So what do we have? Silver shotgun. This is actually going to hit for pretty good, but I think we use our cash to forge for sure. So what do we have? Heavy ordnance. We have the juggernaut. I think it's probably wise to get this upgraded. So let's do it. So we get more armor, which is very nice. Yeah. I definitely want to dump some cash into this. We're heavier, and we get, more armor at combo 5. So, very nice. I like that. A shotgun. Plus 10 focus and focus recovery. Plus 39% damage as well. It's just too expensive. I think we're okay with our current weapon set here. Hey, here's this gold guy. Did I get him? I'm not seeing a gold arrow on the screen anymore, so I do believe he's been taken out. Alright, so we're going the wrong way here, my friends. But look at the power of the heavy ordnance, of course. Alright, so let's get this piece of loot up here. And let's go down and around. Blow up that drone with just some nukage from the heavens, right? Let's get across the spikes. Take out everything in our path. And let's go. Full life, full armor, looking good, feeling good. Just gotta stay on our game here. These little mobs, I almost find them more challenging than the larger mobs. I don't want to say they make you panic, but they make you feel insecure in your spot on the map, right? And to make you feel like you have to keep moving. I think continuously moving in this game is a good idea. However, don't move yourself directly into trouble or, you know, a swarm of bad guys, right? Let's get the ordnance. That's right. All right, let's figure out this combination here. What do we got? So 2, 3, 1 is the combo here today, my friends. Gotta watch out for those melee guys. Spikes. That wasn't good. Don't step on the spikes. Who'd have thought? Spikes hurt. Let's get all the loot and let's get on out of here. All right, very nice. That was a good run. Let's see what we have for our legendary piece of gear. Really excited for this. All right, so we get a belt here, which is, I think that's probably one of our weakest pieces of equipment right now is our current belt. So we get a legendary belt, the 1 Cube Army. All right, well, let's hope it turns us into the cubed version of Rambo. Let's see. First off, let's hit the perk here, plus 10% to all damage. Absolutely. The crown, that's focus and focus recovery. I think we can move off of that. Bandana. Go ahead and sell that. Railgun, I just don't see me going back to the railgun. Shotgun, a basic shotgun really isn't doing much for me. How about the 1 Cube Army? Let's check it out. Energy recharge. Gain adrenaline at combo 5. Okay, so this is going to really pair nicely with the Juggernaut, right? In that at combo 5, we will have more damage and more fire rate and shorter clip reload as well. Okay, so that is very, very nice. I do like that quite a bit. I think we're in need of a nice, strong pair of boots to really boost our armor even more, right? And there are these steel-toed boots here. I mean, we could do it. Let's get the health pack. Let's get the steel-toed boots. It's going to give us just a little bit more armor. Might as well, right? All right. So that's looking good. So let's assess here. So we have this one. So epic piece of gear and then 2 rares. Yeah, this is obviously the one we go with here. So let's use the energy drink as well. This will help get us to the spot. And this is a search and destroy mission. So same as the last mission here. Kill a set amount of enemies and get out in one piece. All right, so combo 5. We're looking for some combo 5 action here. We're at combo 16 now, right? So we're hitting for more damage. We have more armor. No 2 runs are quite alike in this particular game here, my friends. Let's get the combo and let's rock and roll. In fact, let's make quick work of these enemies here. We're looking good. We are well equipped. So why don't we head across the little bridge here first. Heavy ordnance to lay waste to our enemies. Combo 180 and counting here. All right, still got to be careful. I think one of the things that you run into with this game is the feeling of just being indestructible. You are, in fact, not indestructible, my friends. 313 for the combo, though. How about that? We are rocking a new record here. So we got to go across this bridge again. Let's go. Which batteries to get the old recharge going. I do like the chain gun. You can literally just hold the button down. That's kind of what I'm doing. We are unleashing a ton of firepower here. And 392 for our combo. That is crazy. All right, last piece of gear has been claimed. Let's go ahead and get out of here in one piece with as close to a full health bar as we can possibly get. All right, so how about that new high combo, 436? Gotta love it. All right, hopefully we can get, let's get a pair of boots. Metal detector, we get the hard hat, lucky clover, and perk. Hard hat's actually decent. Shorter clip reload purchases are a little bit cheaper. Knockback resistance. I wonder if this is the forge as well. Let's go with the shorter clip reload though. I think that's useful. The lucky clover. So this does add armor and crit multiplier. Crits are 1.65 times as likely. This is accuracy and crit chance as well. Plus we're finding more money. But this gives us almost... Well, it gives us what? An 82% crit chance? Which is pretty crazy. Doesn't give us any armor or survivability though, which I don't love. The hard hat, however, does. Plus 27 armor, 22% tougher armor as well. Plus it does some crit chance too. I'm going to go with the hard hat. I played this game enough to know that you need survivability. Otherwise, you are toast. You'll get into fights where you think everything's covered because you have a bunch of legendaries. It doesn't matter. The enemy will easily just snuff you out. And we don't want that in this one. This is a redemption tour here, my friends. So let's go ahead and get into the boss. The final boss, large and in charge here, with a legendary perk available plus an epic piece of armor. We got some rare weapons. All right, looking good. Let's go. It tells us to arrive prepared. Well, we're about as prepared as we can be here, my friends. So let's go. All right. Let's get this chain gun humming. The ringleader. Let's go. All right, so this guy can actually be quite challenging. The intelligent walling, I've noticed, it actually is something that is worth noting, but the heavy ordnance, my goodness, that just melted him. It did so much damage to him. Look at that. Just wasted him. All it took was a couple shots from our prized weapon, and he's done. So let's move on. Level 2. This is where we've tended to struggle here in the past few runs of Cubed and Dangerous. First and foremost, what do we have? We have Electro Steps. That's interesting. I've never seen those before. And the legendary perk. Very nice. Let's check out the legendary perk first and foremost here. Got Glass Cannon, Brick Wall. So you deal less damage, but you get more max health and max focus. I mean, I kind of like that. It is a 30% damage reduction, but we do have some damage increases, right? Makes you just, I mean, it almost doubles your health. We have Focus Recovery, and then we have Glass Cannon, which does the inverse of Brick Wall. More damage, but less health and focus. I'm going to go with Brick Wall because survivability, my friends, has been a serious problem. So let's go. Let's do it. Crits, faster projectiles, and we get some extra interest. Let's go with crit. I'm fine with that. And let's go with health. Very nice. Okay, so we have a grenade launcher. Just a basic grenade launcher. Not in love with the grenade launcher. Heavy armored boots. So you move a little slower, but boy, do you get some armor from this. So this is actually a pretty nice one. But I've never seen these electro steps. So energy recharge. Weapons charge 39% faster. And weapons fire faster. I'm going to go with the heavy armored boots for now. Can maybe work those in, though. Solar panels, let's sell them. We have a legendary... we have legendary armor, of course. A silver shotgun. Let's see. Focus, recovery. 14.5 damage. I mean, the spiral laser is actually doing pretty good. I think we can probably sell the pistol. Let me see, how much armor are we rocking? 100 armor and 153 health. Doing some decent damage. The heavy ordnance hitting for 105.10. Okay. So yeah, we definitely want to get our damage higher, but I think we have a nice foundation of survivability here, which is great. So alright, let's check out the map. Let's see what we have. So we have a quiet town here, which is great. We have a bunch of cash. I mean, that's super tempting. Unless there's a bunch of legendaries loaded up on the right side here. Which there's a legendary piece of armor here, but we can get there if we take this and then we go right. So that is certainly an option. Let's see what else. It's important to scout. So here's a legendary weapon paired up with the Quiet Town. I mean, I think we have to take this. We have to. Absolutely. Okay, so I think what... And here's another legendary armor. So we're going to forfeit that one, but we can get this one and then go up this way. That's what we can do. Otherwise, we could go here, here. Yeah, we're going to have to commit. Obviously, we're taking the legendary weapon. So, yeah, not even a question in my mind. Let's go to the Quiet Town here. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we can get a legendary primary weapon. Don't necessarily need the heavy ordnance. Well, I mean, we don't. We don't need to double up on it. Unless maybe it's got more stars. I guess that's the only utility. A Viking helmet. Plus 23 armor, plus 26 armor, minus 26% max health. 65% of armor applies to focus. So that will help us regen our armor at a faster rate. It is kind of scary with... I mean, you get a bunch of armor, but it goes to focus, right? So, the way I've currently built my character is to have... I mean, it's tough. It's tough. We have a forge here. Let's see, are there any other NPCs available? Let's see if we can find another vendor. Yeah, here's another one. There's usually several of them. Okay, so basically we have 2 opportunities at the forge. I think... Let's get the Juggernaut upgraded. I'm going to move off of... Let's get the Juggernaut and the 1 cube army. Either that or the heavy ordnance. Let's do that. So this will give us more armor. We're getting focused now. Okay. I like that. Adrenaline grants plus 60% to armor. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess around with things that will change up your just max health and armor values in the negative, right? And plus, the forge is super effective. So we're going to go with the 1 cube army here. Energy recharge, yes. And crit chance as well. So let's tack on the crit chance. Very nice. I think we're at like 200% crit chance. Alright, very nice, very effective. This is why you want to visit the Quiet Towns as long as you have the cash. Alright, so let's claim a legendary weapon. Let's go. Alright, we gotta find the loot and then extract ourselves safely. And you're going to notice the enemies do ramp up in veracity and difficulty for sure. Let's get to that combo 5 though. Just like that one song, Mambo number 5. Shout out to you if you know that song. Well, we're looking for combo number 5. Let's go. Alright, let's get on out of here. I found that there's no real need to screw around and try to find every little thing. In fact, the more time you spend just on the map, the more dangerous it becomes. Like, it becomes mortally dangerous after a while. And we don't want that. We're trying to do something a little bit different here. In fact, look at that HP value that we have. 175 max HP. Very, very strong. Obviously, propped up by our legendary perk, right? Alright, let's just literally slice and dice our way through. Use some heavy weapons, those little mimic boxes, right? These guys are very tanky. Alright, so there is a piece of loot in the middle there. We've got to get into a position where we can safely get it. I think I'm just going to run through. Alright, let's go. Yep, too much poison going on. There's another piece of loot. Alright, so now let's find our way down and around. Get out of here in one piece, hopefully. Let's go. All right, we got the gold guy here. Let's see if we can take him out real quick. We can. Very nice. Just taking a little bit of damage to our HP. But the armor is holding up nicely. All right, so let's get out of here. And when you're trying to evacuate, the enemy definitely spawns in and makes things more difficult for you. And this is where I've certainly run into trouble in the past here, my friends. Is at the point of extraction. It's usually missions like this, right? Where you need to get in and get out. You need to kind of fight your way back. And as you can see, the enemy is respawning in full force here. Including with advanced enemies that have grenade launchers. Those red guys, you got to watch out for them. They will take you out. They just will. All right, let's go. Yep, there they are. In full force, just doing a tremendous amount of damage to me. Let's see if we can take them out with the ordnance. And let's move on. Don't know why I'm going north there. We got to go south. Let's go. All right, 1 minute remains. You don't want to hang around to find out what happens once that minute is up. You just don't want to. So let's go. Spikes or not, I'm just going for it. All right, so the chain gun is starting to do some work here, but as you well know, we don't want to hang around and find out what happens. So let's keep on going. Like, let's go. We got to get out of here in one piece. My goodness. Yeah, this game definitely whips it on. Like, the intensity cranks up big time. All right, so what do we have? We got the Heart Ripper 3000. Absolutely. Tremendous. Love me this weapon. So this is, as advertised, it's going to shoot a bunch of saw blades that have high pierce, right? So that's great. Plus 10% more damage. Absolutely, we need that. That is going to be our... Let's use it as our primary, right? In fact, we can move off all this now. Gun drones. See, swarm missiles +4, though. Wow. Okay, Archer's Hat. How do we feel about the Archer's Hat? Lucky Clover. Let's sell it. Into the shop here. Let's buy a health pack. Gonna need that. Let's go ahead and re-roll the shop. Anti-grab boots, aviator hat, champion's belt. Nothing really here for us. That's alright. Re-roll the shop every now and then. 50% less trap damage. Why don't I use this? Just want to stay alive. Gotta focus on staying alive. Alright, so search and destroy. These, in my opinion, are a little bit easier. You have to destroy 100 enemies and collect the 5 objectives. And there is the nice saw blade gun, right? The Heart Ripper 3000. Very strong pairing with the chain gun, it does appear. And you gotta love the way that the saw blades bounce off of the scenery, right? I'm telling you, this game has a fun factor to it, my friends. It's fun to just sit down and tear through a run. So if it looks interesting to you, I know I've said this a few times, but if it looks interesting to you, do give it a shot. I mean, why not? The demo's free. The price is right on the demo, for sure. And if you're excited for the release, of course, add it to your wish list. The release is slated soon. So exciting stuff happening, for sure. Alright, so we are just a wrecking machine here. Just a militaristic force that cannot be reckoned with, at least right now. Now, we don't want to have hubris, right? We don't want to have overconfidence. But you do also got to play with some confidence, right? Confidence is oh so important. And I feel like a few times before in this game with other runs, we have sort of lacked a little bit of confidence toward the end, and it ended up getting us killed, right? So let's use the heavy ordnance, right? You want to talk about something that boosts confidence? Well, how about a giant warhead strapped to your back? All right, I was waiting for that door to open. It's not going to. We have to hit these switches. So let's go. And like I said, my friends, I want to take this one across the finish line. Do we have the armaments to do so is the question. We've got plenty of legendaries, including some very interesting ones that get stronger as our combo grows, right? So obviously being at combo 5 and beyond is of utmost importance to our overall build. We secure a nice bit of gold there, and let's get on out of here. Alright, what do we have? We have Explorer's Armor, Football Helmet, Wizard Hat, Hazard Gloves. Looks like a bunch of stuff to sell. A 4-star Wizard Hat, though. Let's open it up. See, what do we have? We have +1 Pierce. Weapons firing 15% faster, plus 50% damage while under 50% health. These are all good ones. I mean, the firing faster is good. Our chain gun just puts out a tremendous amount of ammunition, right? So it can empty its clip 15% faster. The Pierce is very, very nice. But I think I'm going to take Brinkmanship, excuse me. I think that's a good one. It's a good way to boost our damage just a little bit more. Let's see. 8 energy, knockback resistance. We're moving faster and we get a little bit of armor. And I'm going to stick with the hard hat here. Wizard hat. Plus health, energy recharge, focus, recover focus per second. Higher accuracy, max energy, and energy recharge plus 60%. So what do we lose with this? We lose some armor, for sure. Armor goes down to 50, so we lose half of our armor. Interesting. I mean, it's a quandary. It is a question. Let's sell this. It's a question. What I found is when I tinker with things and I sort of retool and I don't put a focus on armor and health, then bad things happen. However, we do get focus per second here. We get more max focus. We get health. And we get energy. I wish it was more like armor. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't like having my armor. It just doesn't feel like a winning strategy. Alright, so let's get back on the map here, my friends. And we have another legendary piece of gear. Hopefully, it's a legendary helmet. That'd be very nice. We'll see. Alright, so again, we have to kill a set amount of enemies, excuse me. And get out in one piece. So let's go. Heavy ordnance. Just spray the field with our chain gun. I am digging the chain gun, for sure. I'm also digging the heavy ordnance, of course. But you already knew that. You already knew that. What's not to love? I gotta make sure I'm going the right way here, my friends. Yeah, we got absolute chaos going on right now. Alright, so we got a piece of loot. Let's get across the bridge here. Got these box guys. Looks like they have rail guns. Let's keep that combo at 5 and above. Looks like there's a piece of loot here. Sometimes you find loot that isn't listed on your map. You can find it every now and then. We'll certainly take some extra loot, right? That's why we're here. So let's go. I mean, we are a bit slower moving, but we have a ton of firepower and a ton of survivability, which is very good. I've already kind of given you an account as to what happened in a few recent runs of this particular game. Survivability was certainly an issue. So let's not make it an issue in this particular one. I'm going to prioritize it wherever possible. However, what this game tends to do is just give you a piece of gear that makes you think, well, can I do without, 50 additional armor? And the sentiment is generally like, well, the last run went pretty good, so yeah, why not? And then that tends to lead to your demise. So build your run, build your character carefully in this particular one, my friends. The enemy is no joke. Even though it seems like you just way outgun them, well, you do, but they also outgun you sometimes as well. And they have the numbers on their side, so just be careful. All right, what do we have? We have titanium treads. Okay, so this is a legendary pair of boots. Now, what I don't like about boots is we have a pretty good pair that adds a lot of armor. However, I'm going to be just incredibly tempted. We'll take 10% to all damage. I'm going to be incredibly tempted, of course, to use my legendary boots. So let's hope for some armor, right? Let's hope there's an armor value associated with the boots. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's see. All right, so 3 stars, plus 20 health. We're moving faster. We earn some cash as interest, max interest, and plus 32 armor. You'll love to see that, my friends. Yeah, those are going on. So we got almost a full legendary kit. Just need an additional weapon and a hat. Sell the heavy armored boots. It's been nice to know ya. Heavy armor as well. Studded light armor. We're obviously not going to use that. Railgun, we can sell that. I think if I was going to choose one hat that we have, I would consider using the wizard's hat, so we can sell that, and we can sell these now as well. Let's use the hazard gloves for sure. Let's check the shop. We're full health. I could re-roll this. How about the forge? Man, the titanium treads are expensive to forge for sure. We've got the hard hat here. We have the heavy ordnance, the 1 cube armory. I think we have to hold on to it for now. Hold on to the cash. Let's see what else is out here. So we have this. So this is a mini boss, of course. Search and destroy. Another mini boss. And then we have a smash and grab to close it out. There's no other, towns available that I'm seeing. I'm feeling pretty good about taking on a boss with our current kit. So let's do it. Let's see where we end with some money. And maybe I'll get the heavy ordnance upgraded. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We got Big Green. Just like that movie about soccer from the 90s, right? The Big Green. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. All right, where is Mr. Green here? Mr. Green in the library with the lead pipe. All right, that appears to be Mr. Green. So let's see how he likes the heavy ordnance. And we got to stay moving here. These guys that cast this little targeting reticle below you, well, that does a tremendous amount of damage. You don't want to be caught in one place here. You just don't want to be. So we're going to stay mobile here, my friends. Going to go with like a big circle, I think is the plan. Mr. Big Green here, though, is... yeah, he's on his last limb. And he go. Let's go. Let's hop right on in. All right, so that went pretty well, I must admit. All right, bandana, martial arts belt, centurion. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good helmet. Clips, larger energy and focus. Let's do the larger clips. Larger area, accuracy, faster projectiles. Larger area, how about that? Make our chain gun bullets nice and big. So this is going to increase our accuracy and all damage plus give some armor. I kind of like that because... so we have 89 armor. What does it look like with this? 68. I think it's okay. I think we're going to be all right. I'm going to sell the wizard hat. Shop health pack is at 217 for our current health. My goodness. Forge item. It's a very expensive forge, of course. But we can get We could get the 1 cube army upgraded. So crit chance. Yeah, I think we definitely want to do that. More damage, more fire rates, and shorter clip reload. I think it's just pretty key for us here. It's very expensive, of course, but I mean, money's not going to do us any good. I guess we'll gain some interest, but it's not going to do us any good if we're dead, right? Alright, so let's go. Got these little wizard dudes. Alright, so in my experience, this is where the game definitely starts getting challenging. So let's see if we can take this one across the finish line here, my friends. We do just gotta collect the loot. We don't have to extract ourselves, right? Don't have to make it back to the spawn point, which is nice. Those missions can certainly get very, very difficult because the enemy just spawns in huge numbers once you get all the loot. Alright, so how is the perceived armor holding up here? Well, we're going to find out. I think it's doing pretty well. Our very high HP is nice. And we should make quick work of this one, but could be famous last words as well. Alright, let's go shoot the gap. Gotta watch out for these guys. Alright, they've been taken out. Alright, flamethrowers. Let's go. Let's get the loot. Alright, looking good, looking good. So, the chain gun is definitely an experience. And I think the Heart Ripper 3000 is actually a pretty good complement to it. Crown sparring pads, standard issue boots, and a perk. Okay. Shorter clip reload. Let's do that. Let's sell all this stuff. Hard hat. How we feeling? It's 58% crit chance. My goodness. Okay, so we have 35. Let's see. Let's buy a health pack. Alright, yeah, we might be able to get like one more upgrade. We'll see. We have another elite and powerful mini-boss here. So let's try him out. Let's see how he likes the heavy ordnance, the chain gun, the Heart Ripper 3000. Like, just giant looking saw blades here, right? I like that. Alright, let's go. The Omega Drone. Just simply says good luck. Well, thanks, game. Let's see how we do here. He certainly does have a flurry of firepower that is unleashed, but I'm gonna just assume he doesn't like the heavy ordnance. And no, my friends, he does not. And he falls and he gives us a whole bunch of health packs, which is nice. So looking good. Actually feeling good. Feeling nice and healthy. And what do we have? Electric Field Survival Belt. Potion, of Gigantism. So this is actually a very good potion, especially going into the boss fight. Very nice. Larger area, plus 10% to all damage. Let's take that. Faster projectiles, crits. Don't really think we need crit. Let's go faster projectiles. Electric Field. Let's sell that, obviously. Survival Belt. Sell it. Last 3 levels weapons have 40% larger area. So let's see, we have 2 levels remaining, so let's go ahead and use that right away. $4,000. Can we forge the Centurion? Not quite, but after the next fight, we should be able to. Full health. Could sell the hard hat. Still won't be able to forge. So let's go ahead, and this is an extraction mission, plus 70% trap damage, plus 4 extra rooms. This is going to be the big challenge here, my friends. So wish me luck. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Smash and grab. Just giant saw blades. Alright, so we got these enemies that wall you in. Yeah, these guys right here. I love that gravitational effect, right? It just pushes them all away. Yeah, these wallers, whatever AI scripts the dev team has for the units that wall you, it's very smart. I tend to find myself getting trapped. Very smart. It certainly adds to the challenge. And I mean, look at how just long this level is, my friends. This is where we've certainly gone wrong in the past. It's usually on the way back, right? So I'm going to try to... Let's turn in a winner here. Especially given we are the second stage away from the boss fight. Like, let's get through this. Let's get to the boss fight. I'm just going to preemptively shoot the heavy ordnance. Alright, portal is open, so we could choose to flee, but that's no fun. I feel like we put together a pretty strong kit here, so let's see how strong it is. Prove it to me, game. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. Heavy ordnance. Let's go. And I think I'm feeling the effects of that weight, right? The weight that we are getting from our armor, like the insane increase in weight, I'm feeling it. Our character feels more solid, more sturdy. It's not bouncing around when it hits enemies and stuff. In fact, it seems like the enemies kind of make way for me versus the other way around, right? So definitely a cool mechanic. This game's got a lot of cool mechanics that's working with. And here we go. We find ourselves in the water. Do not... Your cube cannot swim. But as usual, the enemy meets you on the bridge with full force. Alright, let's get the one last remaining piece of loot here, and let's get the heck out of here. Got hit by some spikes. Alright, let's get out of here. So the escalation bar is on the rise here, my friends. We got 4.5 minutes, so I shouldn't feel super rushed. However, I would like to get out of here in one piece. I've just got too much valuable gear. We've come too far. I mean, we got the heavy ordnance. We got the Heart Ripper 3000. We got a chain gun that has just been a blessing, if I'm being honest. And we got enemies with their feeble attempts to stop us, attempting to do so. Look at that carnage and destruction caused by the heavy ordnance. Just love to see it, my friends. Alright, so we got to go, looks like downward here. Yep, don't get hit by the saw blade. I'm trying to kind of like look at the map and move at the same time, right? In this game, that can be dangerous. But I mean, so much firepower here, my friends. Just so much firepower. And that is the fun aspect of this game. We're walled in. Get out of here, man. Stop walling me in. Let's go. Alright, saw blades hurt you. Who would have thought, right? Let's go. Let's just keep going. Let's bring with us Armageddon where we go. Yeah, I'm not hanging around. I'm not going to take it slow. We're just going to go forward and carve our way through our enemies. We're going to use the heavy ordnance as kind of our marker. We're going to shoot it, and then we're going to run to that spot and just let it clear the room for us. Alright, let's get on out of here. All right, how about that? Managed to successfully complete the extraction mission. Let's go. Boss fight up next here, my friends. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good. All right, so we got a few just last items. We have the Magnum. I mean, the Magnum actually is very good. I'm a huge fan of the Magnum. Plus 40% damage while fully focused. Plus 50% damage while under health. So that stacks, huh? Heal plus 5 each level. That's not going to do anything for us. Let's do single-minded. I like that. Magnum. Plus 3. Wow. I mean, I can't move off the chain gun. It's just been too good to me. So let's sell all of this stuff. Energy drink, move faster, energy recharge. Let's use it into the boss fight. And let's see, what do we have here, my friends? So let's get the health pack. And what can we forge? Looks like we can get the Centurion. I mean, we could get the Heart Ripper as well. The Centurion will give us more damage, though. The Heavy Ordnance, I feel like it's needed for an upgrade. It fires 25% faster. Let's do it. Projectiles move 34% faster. That's very good for... That's very good for that particular item. Alright, so looks like we're not going to be able to forge again unless we re-roll. We're not going to have the cash to do it. In fact, no, never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't refresh. That's alright. We're going to have to go in with what we have here, my friends. So here's the final summary. I'm starting to actually hit for pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about this. So let's go large and in charge here. Of course, this is the final boss fight that will bring us to the next act. And we had the progressive challenge on, so this has been my goal to complete the demo version of the game with the progressive challenge locked in. So let's go. Let's go. Wish me luck. All right. So here we go. Boss fight. The excavator. Spent too much time in the sandbox. There ain't no shame in that. Sandbox is a wondrous place for a child. And yeah, don't let this guy get on you. He's got a saw blade literally attached to him. So let's make sure we stay in a +5 combo. And yeah, eat some heavy ordnance here, bud. Let's go. Throws very large grenades at us. My goodness. Alright, as with most bosses and mini bosses, the heavy ordnance is the champ here. I think this guy has an element to him where he goes underground and then comes up at you. There he is. Get him. Alright, down goes the excavator, and my friends, we put a nice little bow on a really exciting and entertaining run. I must admit, I enjoyed the heck out of this particular one. I think we put together a really strong kit. So let's go ahead and complete the level and complete the episode. Very, very nice. You know, it's always good to get a bit of redemption, right? And we got redemption here today. So now what happens is we do get access to the Infinite Desert here. The Infinite Desert, I haven't gotten too far in it. I completed a run, I went into the Infinite Desert, died right away. So I think what we can do is we can launch another episode here, beginning with the Infinite Desert. So let's pop on into this and let's just see what it's all about. So we do collect some loot here, of course, right? So let's go ahead and let's get these perks. Faster projectiles, max energy, higher accuracy. Let's go with faster projectiles. Armor, yeah, +10 armor sounds really, really nice right now. Focus per second, recover, or clips being larger. Let's do larger clips. I like the combination of, I mean, 101 ammo here on this chain gun, right? And then just 5 for the Heart Ripper, but the chain gun is pretty much constantly shooting, so it does work. Burst railgun. I mean, let's sell all this stuff, right? Bandolier. Glass bauble. Let's check the shop. Let's get a health pack. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and... do we upgrade the Centurion here? I mean, it is kind of lagging behind. Energy recharge. Yeah. Let's do that. That'll give us a nice little damage boost for our next run. So let's go ahead and pop back to the main menu, but this is the Infinite Desert, where it's a continuation of the game. Like I said, I'm not entirely certain. I'm not entirely certain. It seems like you just have these, you just continue on, and then at the end of it, you get the Oasis just past the horizon, a touch out of reach. Is it a mirage? Yeah, definitely looking forward to discovering this. Looks like we have another piece of legendary gear over here. So I think we will take the rightward path and get to the Oasis. But that is going to be occurring here in the next episode, my friends. So I did want to thank you so much for your viewership. I really, really do appreciate it. Give the video a like if you're enjoying this game. Like I said, Ace High Arcade, they've been very enjoyable to work with. So show them some love, show them some support. You can do that in the comment section. You can do that by checking out the free demo, right? Add this game to your wish list. Link in the video description, of course. And just a few last notes here, my friends. If you're new here and you enjoy this content, please consider becoming a subscriber. Playing all kinds of different games. This is just one of them right here on this channel. So if you want to join the community, you know, help a guy out by pressing that subscribe button. Help support a new channel. Would really appreciate it. Give the video a like I already said. And if you want to join the Discord and interact a little further, you can certainly do so. Link in the video description. So with that said, my friends, and once again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.